Students, hope we're doing great. This is Unibek for School, our revision class for GS3. Our topic for today is cell, talking on cell. And our objective for this lesson is so that for us to be able to define cell, state cell theory, and mention some difference between the plant and the animal cell. Now, what is cell? It's a nice question. Cell, as defined, is the structural and functional units of living thing. Cell is the structural and the functional unit of living thing. Now, some can say cell is a basic unit of life. It's correct. And different scientists work towards the discovery of cell over the years. Discovery of cell took years for scientists to get. Scientists like Robert Hooke, scientists like Matthias Claden, scientists like Theodor Schwann, Dujardin. Some of the scientists they work rigorously in discovering cell. So, like I said, cell is the structural and functional units of living organisms. Yes, that's cell. Now, one unique thing about cell is that we can't see cell with our naked eyes. An instrument like microscope is used to see cell. Sometimes they can use electron microscope. You can see tiny particles. Every living organism is made up of cell. I am made up of cell. As long as we are living, whether plants or animal, we are made up of cell. So let's have it in mind. Now, this now leads us to the cell theory. In the process of discovering cell, a theory was proposed, or we can say was propounded. We call it the cell theory. Cell theory. Now, the first theory says that cell is the structural and the functional unit of living organism. The first theory says what? Cell is the structural and functional unit of living thing. That's the first cell theory. Cell is the structural and the functional unit of living organism. The next theory says that all living things are made up of cells. All living things are made up of cells. So for the first one, the first theory says that cell is the structural and functional units of living things. So for the first cell theory, cell is a structural and functional unit of living thing. Now, when we say structural and functional unit, every living thing exists because of cell. For me to function, for me to move, whatever I do is because I have cells in me. Cell coming together to form tissue, tissue coming together to form organ, organ coming to form system. But that's not what I'm talking about now. So cell is the structural and the functional unit of living organism, living thing. The next cell theory we have is All living things are made up of cells. I am made up of cells. You are made up of cells. Cells coming together make you. So all living, whether plant. Now, when I say living thing, I'm not saying animals only, please. I'm not saying human beings only. When I say living thing, I mean both plants. Now, living thing means anything that has life in it. We call it living thing. As long as that thing has life, it's a living thing, whether plant or animal. So all living things are made up of cells. So this is the second theory. Our third cell theory is new cells are formed from pre-existing cells by cell division. Now this is another cell theory. In order for a new cell to be formed, it needs to be formed from a cell that is already existing. One unique thing about cell undergo what called division. When I say cell division, it means one cell can divide into multiple cells or more. So in order for a new cell to be formed, a cell needs to undergo what called cell division. So new cells are formed from pre-existing cell. When I say pre-existing, I mean a cell that is already existing. Just like me saying, for me to have another child, I need to give birth to a child. That's what I'm just trying to say. For instance, can any human being come without someone giving birth to him or her? No. There's need for what called a procreation. So in this aspect, we're talking about a cell coming from a cell that is already existing. Now, here I have is a picture of cell. Remember I said that you can't see cell with your naked eyes. You can't see cell with your naked eyes. Only microscope is used in seeing or in viewing cell. Now this is an animal cell. You see, it has several organelles. Have the ribosome. We have the cell membrane, the outer part. We have the mitochondria. We have the lysosome, cytoplasm, Golgi. Now, the unique thing about these organelles is that they have their different functions. The different organelles possess their different functions. As the eye here, they exhibit different functions. So this is a typical structure of an animal cell. Now let's have it in mind. Animal cells don't have definite shape. It could attain any shape. It doesn't have a specific shape. This is a structure of an animal cell. But let's have it in mind, animal cells don't have definite shape. See it? Remember I said these organelles have different functions. They carry out different functions. Now, this is nucleus. The nucleus is what controls the activity in the cell. Just like when I say the heart, the brain. It's like they call it the heartbeat of the cell. The nucleus is what controls the activities going on in the cell. You see? You can see it right here. This is the nucleus. Now we have the mitochondria. That's where oxidative phosphorylation takes place. Now, this is the structure of the plant cell. Structure of the plant cell. Now, plant cells have definite shape. Remember I told you just now that animal cells don't have definite shape. You remember that? This is the plant cell. They have definite shape. You can see we have it in the form of a rectangular shape. It has different organelles. It has different organelles. And the organelles perform different functions, like I said earlier. You can see a plant cell. So now that we have the view of it, let's now go to the next thing, which is differences between plants cell and animal cell. So it's good way. Now, in a tabular form, I'm going to present it. We have plant cell, animal cell. Okay. There's a plant cell, there's the animal cell. Now, from our structure of cell we have here, if you observe, now let's take a look at it. Now let's observe. Plant cell, remember I said animal cell, they don't have definite shape, right? You get that? Plant cells have definite shape. So that is one of the difference. Plant cells have definite shape, while animal cells don't have definite shape. So one of the difference here is that plant cells have definite shape. You can see this is the definition of a plant cell. Then another is animal cells don't have definite shape. Get it? Now let's also take a look at it again and get another difference. Another difference you can observe here is, if you observe, the animal cell does not have cell wall. But look at the plant cell, you can see the cell wall here, also called the plasma membrane. See, the cell wall is here. Check it. Animal cell does not have cell wall. Now let's note something. The cell wall is what gives the cell a definite shape. That's what gives plant cell a definite shape. Animal cell don't have cell wall, but plant cell has cell wall. And it is because of the cell wall that plant cell has definite shape. So you can be asked at any point, why does plant cell have definite shape? It has definite shape because it has cell wall. So we can say plant cell has cell wall. While you can see we have cell wall in animal cell. Animal cell don't have cell wall. You can see here. sit among our differences. Now, another thing we need to talk about is, now let's see something. If you observe, we have chloroplasts in our plant cell. See chloroplast here? Chloroplast is present in plant cell, among the organelle. But you see, it's not found in animal cell. See, there's no chloroplast here. So another difference is that plant cell has chloroplast. Animal cells don't have chloroplast. Now, someone will ask me, this chloroplast, what is it all about? Chloroplast is what enables plant cell to photosynthesize. And when I say photosynthesize, I mean able to manufacture their food. Now, green plants, like you see green plants out there, they have chloroplast. Now, it is because of chloroplast they can photosynthesize, they can make food, they can manufacture their food. We call them producers. They are autotroph in nature. They can manufacture their food because of the green pigment called the part of cell called the chloroplast. The chloroplast contains a green pigment called the chlorophyll. So it enables plants to photosynthesize, to manufacture their food. You see, so plants they have chloroplast, but animals, we don't manufacture our food ourselves. We are not autotroph. So animal cells don't have chloroplast. Another we have is, if you observe, show you we have a large vacuole here. This large structure, large organelle. We call it the contractile vacuole. Say the central vacuole. You see, it's here, it's large. But in animal cell, we don't have it there. Even if it's there, it will be tiny. So we can say plant cells has a large vacuole. I call it the central vacuole contractor. Then vacuole. It's not vacuum. Vacuoles. V-A-C-U-O-L-E. Vacuole. Animal cells don't have vacuole. If present, are tiny. Present to be tiny. So I believe we've gotten that for today, class. Remember, we define cell as the structural and functional units of living organism. And we also discussed the cell theory. As you can see, we say cell is structural and functional units of living organism. So said all living things are made up of cells. We also said new cells are formed from pre-existing cells by cell division. And we gave some of the differences between plant and animal cells, you can see. Before I leave, I give an assignment. Before we leave, give an assignment on this. Assignments. Mention the functions of any four organelles of plant and animal cell respectively. Hope come to an end of this lesson. Please do the assignments. Hope you understood every. For any comments, you let us know. Thank you very much.